my people to get cheddar. I do business.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out of the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just had an insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is on his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patted him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one too low.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Pass across the 20. 5, touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, 44 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over at first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run with Sanders. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Once again with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. These two teams all tied after one. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On 4th down, Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
19 driver.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We wrote.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They snap it to Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll set up to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and 8 coming up. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A give running left. It's Sanders to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
18 runners, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the lead will hold at 10.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Geno on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, here's Smith. Being chased, and the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Mustang 19.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Quez Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Seahawks take over at 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Smith on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. Running right, here's Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Sanders again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Sanders.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 44, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. To throw again on 2nd down, Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.